Welcome to Adventures in Beekeeping. I'm Donna Hudson. I'm here in Upstate South Carolina with my husband Danny, and today's March 30th, 2013, and we're just now installing our first bees. My husband installed his earlier today, so if you see some friendly bees flying around, that's where they're from. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my package of bees that we picked up this morning, and I'm going to spray them with this mixture. It's a 1-to-1 mixture of sugar and water, and then I put in some Be Well Healthy. So I sprayed them, and I'm going to shake them just a little bit. They're not too happy with that. Shake them one more time. Now, the hardest part of doing this is getting this crazy can out of the container. So we went ahead and took some of the staples out to take this wood cover off, this little flat cover, and then tried to get this little can out here. This is sugar water that is shipped with the bees so they can stay hydrated and have some sugar for energy as they're in transit. And so again, this is feels like it's still about 3/4 of the way full, but I've got to take this out to remove the queen. So that's what I'm doing now. Got a staple here, a couple of staples. I'm trying to keep my girls in the cage until I get the queen out so I can deal with her. And I've got one more staple here. I'm going to try to pull up, pull her out. There she is with some of her attendants. Get her out, put the cover on. Okay, so we're going to lay here for just a minute. I'm going to spray these guys again, see if I can calm them down a little bit, make them happy. All right. So I want to make sure my queen is in here. I see her. She's got several attendants around. And I'm going to pull this other, having a hard time here. Again, I think this is the hardest part of the whole bee thing, is getting this these staples out. I guess they don't want the bees to get out in transit, so bear with me here. Here she comes. Okay. So, as you can see, there's the bee. There's a candy in, and then there's a cork in here. They both have corks. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this strap off, and I'm going to take this screw, and on the candy end, not the other end, but the candy end, I'm going to put this little screw in here. See if I can get this cork to come out in one piece. Okay, so here's the cork. You can still see the candy in there. Right, so I'm going to just lay this here. I'm going to take my queen over to the hive, and I've already prepared a frame for her. It has a rubber band on it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount her in here like this. This rubber band is just going to hold her there, and what will happen is the attendants will chew through this candy, and the other bees that I'm going to put in, as they get used to the queen, they will chew through from the top, and they'll release the queen. And this can take, I don't know, they say between 4 and 10 days. So we're going to put her there, and then come back over and spray these guys one more time, these ladies, I guess I should call them, one more time. And I'm going to give them a tap and try to get them to fall down into the box here, into their package, so that whenever I go to release them, hopefully they will fall out in a big clump. Let's see if I can get this. There they go. There they go. All right. So I'm going over to the hive with these girls. I'm going to spray them a little bit in here. Again, whenever they're sprayed like this, they tend to clean each other off, so it keeps them from thinking about what I'm doing. They're busy taking care of each other. Here we go. Take the box over. And there are a lot of different methods for doing this. This is my first time, and this is one of the methods I read about and I think might work well for me. So I have the queen in the middle. Oops, come on girls, I don't want to hurt you here. And I'm going to take my bees and I'm going to give them a tap. Over the queen. Come on, here we go. Here we go. There we go. They're going out in a big pile. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a real big pile of bees in here. I'm going to keep trying to get these ladies out. Okay, here we go. Tap one more time. I don't want to hurt anybody here. So you can tap some more out. They're really clinging in here. Tap another one. Tap some more. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to take this and lean it here against a chair so that these other bees can continue to go on in. Okay, so I have my bees. They must like their queen. They are all-rounder. And I'm going to give them one more little spray here because I'm getting ready to put my hand down in here. And again, I want them to be concentrating on each other and on the queen, not on stinging me. And so I'm going to put on some gloves here. I don't know that they'll protect me from stings. I really doubt they will, but again, this is my first time and my other gloves just seem a little too bulky for what I'm doing out here. Let's get the gloves on. And I'm just going to move this box down because my next step is to put my extra frames in here. I'm going to try to get these ladies smoothed out a little bit. All right. I'm going to gently put these other frames in. Okay, so I have 4 and 4 and 5. So she is in the middle, and what I'm doing is I'm going to leave a little bit of room right there. Okay, now it looks like I've had a bird come out and visit. We'll get rid of that. Okay, so then everybody's in, all my frames are in, and I have a couple of different boards here. The board that I'm using right now has a little space in it. Until they get situated for a couple of days, I really don't want to have to worry about robbing. And our other hive that we just set up, we actually had a hornet that we had to kill. So I'm putting that there. And then this mixture is, again, the same thing as I have in the spray bottle here. It's a 1-to-1 mix of sugar and water, and it has some Honeybee Healthy, which is, I guess, like a vitamin, if you will, for bees to try to help them with getting started. So I turn this over. It looks like it's working fine. Looks like I've got some stuff dripping out just a little bit. My husband made these. These are the Hudson. This is my husband's design. Anyway, I'll show y'all, pick up. It's just raising up, and the bees actually have to touch this before the liquid starts coming out. So what we did is he made this. We have the hive top feeders, but it's still cold here at night, and we were afraid that they'd be clustered together around the queen and they wouldn't come out into the hive top feeder. So he made these so that they can just go right up to the top of this little hole here. Oh, they're already up there drinking it to get their liquid. So then I'm going to put this box around. Come on, little lady, I don't want to squish you. This here. And then I have another cover. And this one has a hole, and this is more or less for ventilation. Put this on. And then all that's fitting together nicely. I'm going to come over and get my cover. Move it over. Oh, ladies, I don't want to squish anybody. And set it on top. Then I'm going to push it forward. And what that does is it gives some ventilation on this other end where this board has the opening. So all my ladies are ready for bed tonight. Make sure everything's level up here. We don't want them toppling off as the wind blows or anything like that. And one last thing I'm going to try to do to get my bees out of the box, the ones that were left over here. I've never tried this. Again, this is all new to me. But I'm going to take this white towel and put it here at the entrance. Make like a little runway for them to get into the hive. Now I'll come back later today and put a entrance reducer on so that tonight and tomorrow they won't have to defend it against wasps and hornets and that kind of thing. Well, I don't know if this will work. Again, just a test, but I'll let you know tomorrow. So, thank you again for joining us and for our first adventure beekeeping. For our very first adventure in beekeeping. And follow me on Twitter at Beekeeper Donna. And thank you again.